Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm doing a video all about brow cover. Brow cover is really hard to get the hang of. Everybody has different ways of doing it. There are some unique tips and tricks I've picked up along the way, so hopefully those can help you guys master your brow cover for whatever you need to have a hairless brow look. If you haven't already, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and let's just get into it. So something a lot of people start off with on the brow cover is using alcohol to wipe away any moisture, dirt, or product that could be around here. So when you do the brow cover, everything sticks well. So I'm gonna do that. Alcohol in this old Mario Badescu bottle. And I'm pretty sure you should be very careful with this around the eye area. So now that I've cleaned the area, I'm just gonna go straight in with glue. I suppose you can kind of use any glue stick available to you, but the one I've seen used the most and the one I always grab is the Disappearing Purple Elmer's glue. Be warned, in this first step, if you've never done brow cover before, to get my brow hairs really coated completely, you're gonna have to be rough. You're just gonna have to really go in and saturate all the hairs from every which direction. It doesn't feel good. Like, I'm definitely gonna have to get Botox. I'm just really making sure to get all of the skin at the root of those hairs. And now taking a spoolie, I get these on Amazon. I bought these forever ago. Combing them upwards. And I'm just gonna slick them down. And now with the popsicle stick, I'm just gonna smooth over that. And we're gonna leave that to dry. But before it dries too much, we wanna just make sure to remove a bit of that excess glue around the brow, just so as we go on with the layers, everything stays smooth and nothing bunches up and gets like oatmeal brows, if you know what I mean. And then with this popsicle stick, you want to be gentle while it's still drying and everything. I just took a little bit of glue on the end of this and smoothed up a stray hair, and I'm gently slicking it down, and we'll move on to the next eyebrow. And then just for the way this whole area right here, I have to be careful not to get too close to my brow hairs, just because this area right here, I almost have like what I consider a Frankenstein forehead. It kind of protrudes a little bit in this brow bone area, so any bit of the hairs that I slick down, I kind of need that gradual bit of glue in the surrounding area of my skin, sort of keep it really smooth there, or else it looks like a big lump right here. So I'm always pretty careful to leave a bit of glue around these hairs. I basically bounce from one brow to the next, you know? And I don't know if you're new here and you're wondering about my hairline. I have a tiny forehead, so I glue down my hairline pretty much the same as the brows, except for I'm smoothing it over the hair rather than working it in the hairs like I do on the brows. I do this so when I do my makeup, I can add my base over this, add my wig, and I don't have my dark hairline showing through. So this side is dry. I removed the excess glue, so now I'm just gonna do another layer. You always want to go, in this upwards motion, especially after that first layer, so everything is just smoothed down. Now, I'm taking a bit of glue on the popsicle stick. I'm going to start smoothing it over the areas I see a lot more texture. The popsicle stick makes it easier to get in those textured areas because it just like presses it down, skims away any of the excess from the rest of the brow that's already a solid unit, if that makes any sense. In the areas where I have more inconsistent hair growth, like on the outer parts of my brow, this just helps it stick down flat instead of them all popping and me struggling pressing them down. It looks kind of gross, but you just have to trust the process And as you go along, just keep in mind to use a good amount of pressure and to go in the same, motion. So again, I did another coat, but there's some texture around here. So I'm gonna take a popsicle stick, scrape off some glue, and just smooth that over. I don't even know where I found this from. I saw somebody do it. It makes things a lot easier. I just lick my glue stick. We love being sanitary, and I just smooth it over my brows, and that pretty much creates like this slick unit to the glue that you have over your brows and makes it just, a lot more smooth. Lessens the texture that you have there, but beware, do not lick the glue stick and then do this over some brow hairs that are not fully down well. Like this one, I'll probably go over it dry one more time, and then maybe I'll do this. I was wiping away glue. There's actually a lot of glue, and like I said, I had this protruding brow bone area of my forehead to lessen the lump effect that I get when there's a lot of glue. While that glue was sort of moist from my makeup wipe, I'm sort of dragging that glue outwards a little bit. Fade, that glue. Sounds weird, and this might not be for everybody. I say with brow cover, you just kind of have to get comfortable with what you're working with and how you can work with the glue. So now this brow's done, completely covered, smooth, everything is good. This one is still drying, and I think that's the most smooth I'm gonna get it. And then later another step comes in that makes everything a lot more smooth, but I can't do that until everything is dry and set. So I'm taking my Coty Airspun powder. So I take it on a dry sponge, like I pretty much work it into it, and I just press it into the area. So look at us now, just completely hairless. The next step for me, probably my favorite part because it's pretty pleasing. I'll take something flat, any flat, dry surface. I'm gonna press down on my brow cover so it's really like smooth. With the bones, with the skin, there was no hair there. I saw Raven do this, and it really is a bomb step. So that's the brow cover. From here, you can do whatever you want. If I'm going to actually cover this darkness right here, what works really well for me is my Makeup Forever foundation stick, and then I just go over, as I normally would. But I'll be back with the final look, I guess. So that was my brow cover video. If you do it correctly, you might come out with something like this. And if you want to see me do this makeup, link will be up here. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully this was helpful, and I'll see you all next time.